Today let us start with D and F block elements. D block elements. Those elements in which last electron enters into penultimate D subshell where it has the electronic configuration of noble gas, nearest noble gas, and penultimate shell consists of D from 1 to 10 electrons and NS2. Transitional metals. Those elements which contain partially filled D subshells either in the ground state or in the most common oxidation state are known as transitional metal. For example, here you can see iron has atomic number of 26, and here is the electronic configuration argon 18 3d6 4s2. So here we can see D block element. It is a D block element, so because electrons enter into D subshell, and it is a transitional method because it has electrons left in D block for combining. Then copper 29, here you can see it is a D block element but not a transitional metal. But here you can see copper 2 plus shows the transitional metal characteristics, and it is also it is D block element and transitional metal. Here you can see zinc 2 plus shows zinc 2 plus is non-transitional and D block element, but here you can see the zinc is a D block element but not a transitional metal. Cadmium and mercury are also non-transitional metals but D block elements. By this example, we can say all transitional metals are D block metals, but all D blocks metals are not transitional metals. Position of D block elements in periodic table. We have 4 series, namely 3D series, 4D series, 5D series, 6D series. In 3D series, we have 10 elements from atomic number 21 to 30, and 4D series 10 elements from atomic number 39 to 48, and in 5D series we have 10 elements from atomic number 57, where we have after 57 it is the 57 element known as lanthanoid, where it has gap between after 57 we have 14 elements which belong to F block. Then again from 72 to 80 these are 5D series. Then 6D series have 10 elements, here 89 which is actinoid. After that we can see actinoid series which belongs to F block, and after that from 104 to 112 these elements belong to 6D series. Electronic configuration, common electronic configuration, here you can see nearest noble gas, then penultimate shell consists of D subshell from 1 to 10 and NS0 to 2. Now exceptional configuration, here you can see chromium has 3d5 4s1 to get stable configuration. Then here Cu has 3d10 4s1. Now physical properties. First is atomic radii. Smaller the S block metals but larger than the P block elements. In series you can see 3D series. First scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, size decreases. Then manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, constant size. Then copper and zinc, again size increases. The reason for this increase and decrease in size is because from scandium to chromium size decreases due to increase in effective nuclear charge. Here from manganese to nickel it has a constant size because the increase Z effect is balanced by electronic repulsion. Therefore atomic radii remains constant. Then from copper to zinc the size increases because here the Z effect is less than electronic repulsion, so atomic radii increases. Group 3D, here atomic radii increases, 4D from 3D to 4D, then 5D atomic radii decreases from 4D to 5D. For example, zirconium is 160 pm where HF equal to 159 pm, it decreases due to lanthanoid contraction. Now metallic character. All D block elements are metals, hard, malleable and ductile metals except mercury, which is liquid. Then zinc and cadmium are soft metals. Now electronic configuration is N-1 D 1 to 10, NS2 2 1 to 1, 2 to 1. Here covalent bonding DD, where here metallic bonding is seen. Now here you can see the exceptional metals like zinc and cadmium are soft, and mercury is liquid, because here you can see the electronic configuration: Zn 3d10 4s2, and cadmium 4d10 5s2, magnesium mercury 5d10 6s2. Here three of the elements have metallic bonding, and they are fully constant, and they are filled with electrons and do not have any electrons left for bonding, so they are soft than other metals. Here you can see Fe 3d6 4s2. It is hard metal because it forms covalent bonds. Now type of lattice. Here two types are formed, CCP and HCP. In CCP we can see examples like Ag, Au, Pt, Cu. Then in HCP Ru, Rh, Cd. These metals have high melting point and boiling point. These metals show high thermal and electrical conductivity. Ag is best conductor. Melting and boiling point. High melting and boiling points are present. From here you can see, from solid to liquid conversion is known as melting point. From liquid to vapor condition it is known as boiling point. Delta H atoms atomic atomization is very high due to strong metallic bonding. Here you can see the graph which shows 4D 5D series and 3D series. Here the reason why it has bends like this, because here you can see the electronic configuration: 3d2 4s2, 3d3 4s2, 3d5 4s1, and magnesium not mentioned. Then Fe 3d6 4s2. Abnormal low melting and boiling point of technetium is due to that stable configuration 3d5 4s2. Then density, D equal to mass by volume. High density is shown. Cadmium equal to 3.5 gram per cc shows low density. IR and PT which has 22.6 gram per cc show high density. Series: with increase in atomic number the density also increases. Ionization energy. Due to high Z effect and small size, D block elements have high ionization energy. In series, ionization energy gradually increases due to increase in Z effect. Ionization energy, first ionization of zinc, cadmium, mercury is very high, stable because of stable electronic configuration, where ionization 1 of magnesium is very high due to stable configuration, half filled configuration. Then ionization 2 of chromium and copper is very high because there is stable configuration due to first ionization removal. Then ionization energy helps us to predict the thermodynamic stability of oxidation state. Now let us know about oxidation state. Transition metals exhibit variable oxidizing state except first and last member of the each series. There are elements these elements have electrons in valence shells, subshells, and penultimate shells, subshells, and they can use both due to small energy differences. Here electronic configuration, you can see N-1D, NS2, NS can show positive and negative and even zero oxidation state. 3D series most common oxidation state is +2 except S which has +3 oxidation state, where maximum is shown by manganese +7, and in PT highest oxidation state is shown by OS that is Ru, that is +8. In general, higher oxidation state of metal is shown within either fluorine or oxygen. In higher oxidation state, covalent character. In lower oxidation state, it shows ionic character. For example, Mn2+ shows ionic character, whereas in Mn+7 shows covalent character. Magnetic nature. Most of the transitional metals and their compounds are paramagnetic. Higher the number of unpaired electrons, higher will be the paramagnetism. It is calculated mu equal to n into n+2 bm. The n equal to number of unpaired electrons in the elements. Now here you can see some numericals based on that. Now next, formation of colored ions. Compounds and their aqueous solution are colored. Reason: colored due to DD transition. Here you can see DD, it is divided into two, EG and T2G. Here if T2G is excited, it goes into EG, which in spectra show colors. So D block elements are colored. Here you can see D not equal to colorless, D0 equal to colorless, D10 equal to colorless, whereas D2 to D9 the color is colored compound. Which of the following is colored? You can see SCCl, CaZn, FeCl. Plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. So D10, D10, T5. So here Fe3 plus is colored. Like this again one more. Then electron potential. Here you can see M is transferred into M2 plus aqueous. Then MS will form MV vapor, from vapor to plus ion, then from plus to 2 plus ion, and from plus 2 to it will addition of aqueous solution and it form M2 plus aqueous. Here when we add all this, we'll get M solid to converted into M2 aqueous. Here delta H equal to delta S sublimation plus delta ionization energy plus ionization energy 1 plus ionization 2 plus delta hydration. 3D series, except copper, that is it has electrode potential of 0.1334 volt. All metals have negative electron reduction. Then copper metal cannot evolve H2 gas when reacts with the dilute acid because it has positive value. Then reason, delta H hydration of copper cannot be compensate large values of delta H sublimation plus delta H ionization. Delta Zn and delta Mn is more negative than accepted due to stable configuration. And Mg3 plus to Mg2 plus shown by titanium, vanadium, chromium, which has negative, which are strong radioactive elements. Then reducing agents, then magnesium, iron, cobalt, they show negative, positive, and they are strong oxidizing agent. Complex formation, example K4FeCN6. Due to they have high Z effects, they can attract ligand around them, having d orbitals vacant, catalyzing activity. Transition metals and their compounds show catalytic activity due to its variable oxidation state and availability of formation of transitional state, example PT, Fe, etc. Then formation of interstitial compounds. They form interstitial compounds with small side atoms such as carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. Generally non-stoichiometric. They are hard metals, melting point increases, chemically inert. Then alloy formation. Due to size similarity, it can easily form alloy. Alloy formed with mercury called amalgam, and iron and lead do not form any amalgam with amalgam. That is, they do not react with hydrogen, mercury. So we can store mercury in iron or lead vessels. Then hardness increases, melting point increases, chemically inert becomes chemically inert. Then chemical properties, low chemical reactivity due to high sublimation, high ionization, then low hydration. Oxides, here you can see metal plus air in high temperature gives rise to metal oxide. It may be lower oxidation, the metal oxide formed may be lower oxidation state, higher oxidation state, or intermediate oxidation state. Both higher and intermediate oxidation state count as covalent, whereas lower act as ionic substance. Here you can see manganese plus air give rise to MnO, which has low oxidation state, and here Mn2O7, which has high oxidation state. Then MnO2, which is intermediate oxidation state. Here you can see lower OS means basic, higher means acidic, intermediate means amphoteric or neutral. Then let us move on to some important compounds of D block elements. First is K2Cr2O7, which is orange crystalline compound obtained from chromite ore, FeOCr2O3. Preparation of K2Cr2O7. Conversion of chromite ore into sodium chromate. Here you can see the reaction. Then second step is conversion of sodium chromate into sodium dichromate. Then we'll get yellow solution. Sorry, this yellow solution is converted into Na2Cr2O7. Then conversion of sodium dichromate into potassium chromate by adding KCl. Here K2Cr2O7 is formed and NaCl is formed. It is obtained as crystalline orange solid K2Cr2O7. Here you can see the structure. It has tetrahedral structure having 109 degrees with 3 of this. Here also 3 same. And here we have 126 degrees and here it is common oxygen atom for both chromate. 6 chromate oxygen bond lengths are equal, and here chromate and oxygen are formed by 1 pi bond and 1 sigma bond. Pi bond is formed by p pi d pi bonding. Properties. Potassium dichromate and chromate ions are interconvertible depending upon the pH of solution in aqueous medium. Here you can see the reaction. Acidic H plus orange, then basic it makes OH minus LO. Then second is as an oxidizing agent. It is an oxidizing agent but less than chlorine. Here you can see which acts in acidic medium. The sequential equivalent mass can be calculated as molecular mass by 6. It is powerful oxidizing agent. As you can see, it can oxidize so many compounds like Ki, KCl, CH3, COOH, H2, Fe2 plus etc. Then chromyl chloride test. NaCl plus K plus K2Cr2O7 plus concentration H2SO4 under 8 gives rise to CrO2Cl2 with orange plus red vapors are seen. Then aqueous alkali is added to the yellow solution which is Na2CrO4, where this chromite chloride test is not done by Ag, Hg, Pb, Zn and Sp. Then second important compound of group D block elements is KMNO4, obtained from ore pyrolusite ore, which is HNO2. Now here preparation, HNO2 is added with KOH plus KNO3, fusion together to form K2MnO4, which is green solution. Now oxidization of K2MnO4 with electricity gives rise to KMnO4, which is purple solid. Here is the structure of K2MnO4. Here you can see it is green color due to anionic formation which is paramagnetic in nature. Then KMnO4 is diamagnetic and it forms p pi d pi bonding. Now here properties of KMnO4, which is strong oxidizing agent in all mediums. In acidic medium, neutral and basic medium, in all mediums it acts as strong oxidizing agent. Here you can see plus 7 plus here 5 electrons are added, here 3 electrons, here 1 electron, and here it is values 1.52, 1.69, 0.53. Then it oxidizes this many substances like Ki, H2S, COH, NO2. Then here CH2, KMnO4, then Ki, Na2SO4. Then equivalent mass for all these acidic, neutral and basic substance KMnO4 is written as M by 5, molecular mass by 5. Then basic molecular mass by 1, neutral is molecular mass by 3. Now let us discuss about F block elements, which general electronic configuration is N anti-penultimate cell N-2, F1 to 14, then N-1, D 0 to 1 and NS2. 4F, it has two groups, 4S and F5F. 4F is lanthanoids, which consists 14 elements. Only PM is radioactive, whereas 5F is actinoids, which consists 14 elements. All are radioactive. In actinoids, we can consider two groups, like 3 elements are natural radioactive elements, whereas 11 metal elements are synthetic radioactive elements, which are man-made. Then general characteristics of F block elements. First is atomic radii. From left to right, the atomic radii decreases, called lanthanoid or actinoid contraction. Decrease in size due to imperfect shielding of nucleus by F block. Now oxidation state, lanthanoid show +2, +3, +4 oxidation state, whereas actinoid show so many oxidation state like +2, +3, +4, +5, +6 oxidation. Most stable oxidation is +3 for both actinoids and lanthanoids. Here M2 plus gives us M3 then it becomes reducing agent, more stable. Then here oxidation occurs to form M3 plus. Now color is due to FF transition, it is colored, they are colored compounds. Then ionization energy, it has low ionization energy but highly reactive metal. Here magnetic nature, it is paramagnetic. Both lanthanides and actinides are more reactive than actinides. So I have completed the lesson D and F block elements. Thank you.